Hi everyone, this is Min and I'm back to answer community questions. So let's get right to it. So the first question is, what do you think about layer 2 protocols? Do they threaten layer 1 interoperability protocols like Icon? And does Icon have plans for L2? So layer 1s are to solve mainly scalability issues. And scalability hasn't been problematic for DPoS consensus chains like Icon, at least not yet. And, you know, in grand scheme of things, we believe that the future is multi-chain. I think we've said this many times, where layer ones and layer twos basically coexist. And we believe as we move into the future, there will be many, many applications, many different blockchain networks that can coexist together. And Icon's main sole purpose is to connect these uh, blockchains, make it interoperable. So, and I think the recent trends of applications migrating to their own chains further support the direction of the multi-chain future. So obviously, we currently do not have plans for layer two. We believe that we have a great technology that could connect these blockchains together, and that's solely what we're focused on. So we don't have that plans as of now. So the second question is, if regulators decide that altcoins are all securities except Bitcoins and Ethereum, what's the future? They will die? Will they all die? Can Icon stand in that situation? Do we have plan B? So lots of different questions here. So first, I highly doubt a scenario where all altcoins are considered securities. But if they are securities or considered securities, then, I believe the centralized exchanges would likely be impacted the most. That's their business. They make a lot of money through trading fees, and it will be a huge problem to their business. Um, in a contrarian scenario, of course, if that ever happens, that could be negatively impacting the entire altcoin. But the contrarian view could be, hey, altcoins may potentially thrive on just DEX. So when all these altcoins are not traded on centralized exchanges and they all move to DEX, it might actually thrive, might even better fit the decentralized direction that we all want this industry to go to. So it might all turn out to be a very good thing. And no, we do not have a plan B. I just think that type of a scenario where all coins are all securities or is considered all securities and becomes illegal, that's a very low, near zero scenario. So the third question, how is the blockchain adoption of the Korean gold trading firm SendGold? I think that's actually an app. SendGold is an app. The Korean Gold Exchange is the actual company behind it. They are still working with Iconloop blockchain tech. Anything specific holding back these assets from being used in the Icon ecosystem, apart from perhaps being issued on the private blockchain? A gold-backed asset seems like a great asset to be used in the Icon DeFi ecosystem for collateral on balanced and OMM or OM. So very long question, and it's a good one, but I honestly don't have any updates here. This is mainly because there aren't any new regulation or a change in regulation that would allow tokenization of gold in Korea. So, when I do get an update and whichever the direction, I would definitely do my best to let everyone know. Of course, we believe that gold and other real assets, should be tokenized. We believe there's greater benefits of real assets being traded or being able to take advantage of the blockchain technology. So even the last point where you say that it will be great assets to Icon DeFi ecosystem. Yes, I completely agree with that. And yes, I believe that we need more real assets to be used in DeFi, and that will benefit the entire DeFi ecosystems, take it to the next level. So the next question, is there any intent to let icon-based dApps like Balanced, Ohm, Craft move from Icon main chain towards such a public chain? Or is this only considered as a scaling solution when the main chain gets congested? So when you say public chain, when you say that move from Icon main chain towards a public chain, I would assume here that the question is saying move to its own dedicated chain. So I or the Icon Foundation, we have no control over these dApps. There are dedicated teams that's been building these dApps on the Icon ecosystem, and I myself, I'm not a part of that. But I do see that why successful, dApps would want to migrate to their own chain, and I don't think that's a bad thing. My view is very indifferent, and it doesn't really concern me because it doesn't really matter if applications are running on the current Icon network or move to another network, because Icon and ICX would benefit either way. And obviously there are pros and cons to having dedicated chain to be considered, but just that's a decision that each of these teams have to make for themselves. As for me, and what I care about is the Icon ecosystem and the value of Icon or value of ICX, which it wouldn't matter because we would benefit either way. So the next question is, the number of Icon dApps and businesses have been growing. Do you check new businesses in the market? If yes, how? So yes, we obviously keep a very close eye on the industry trends. This is our passion. I talk about these to my colleagues and investors and a lot of other people, even in my family. This is what we do. So we keep a very close eye on new businesses and new technologies. And obviously, we can't keep an eye on everything, but we do our best. And usually the most popular ideas, the ones that are getting the most traction, yes, we have a good sense of what those are. We've been in this industry for over 5 years, and we have built a wide network of developers and investors. So we know what gets these people excited, and we do our homework by looking into these new businesses.